Just a couple of months ago, Bonnie and I were in Australia, exploring the continent. It was one of the best places to be during one of the worst years in our history. After exploring Australia for more than a year, and after a failed attempt to enter Finland during the pandemic, Bonnie and I found ourselves back in the United States. Thanks to the generosity of family, we had a place to stay in Phoenix, Arizona. After a period of self-isolation, we started seeing friends and other family members and built a camper van to get back on the road. For the next 4 months, we will explore the United States, visiting friends and family and going to national parks and other natural attractions. Our path will take us from Phoenix to Los Angeles, then up the west coast along the Pacific Coast Highway until we get to Seattle, and then from there we head east. So we just made a decision to stop maybe 10 miles before Quartszite, coming from Phoenix. It's our first run with this setup. So far it's been, well, we just set up our stove. We had a Coleman, a green Coleman, the classic stove, but it needs to be serviced. So we're using the backup, which is the tiny one. Also Coleman. We're not affiliated. We were gonna drive all the way to Quartszite, but it was getting late, so we just picked another spot just before Quartszite, and maybe we'll explore the town tomorrow. So dinner is pretty basic. We just have rice and some tuna, and we put some. You don't want to see it. It's just. Do you think we were prepared for this, Bonnie?
As much as we are for any trip.
Yeah. Well, we have all the time in the world, but we had set some dates. We ran out of time. Well, we set some dates to convene with a couple of friends and family. And so today we had to leave. Just this morning, literally just this morning, we finished the bed of the camper. We put the king-size memory foam mattress on it, and
well, we cut it down.
Yeah, we had to cut it down, but then the height of it is just too thick. So we had to do a filleting, and not an easy thing to do, but we had to do it. So just this morning, and now we're on the road, and now we're on our first stop. We forgot salt and pepper.
No, I have some salt, but no pepper.
Yeah. We also forgot to pack some cooking oil, so I couldn't saute some onions and garlic, but it's not too bad. Maybe tomorrow we'll have some better meals. On the other hand, it's still going well.
But it's a nice cool night.
Yeah.
We were concerned it'd be too hot, but it's really nice breeze, overcast so the sun's not too hot. It's great.
Yeah, and we have the campsite to ourselves, at least for now. It's almost 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock.
It's close to the border, so they say that people could be coming through. So we have some water we can give them if they need it.
After a restful night, we drove into the town of Quartszite. Some say the town of Quartszite looks the same way now as it did in the mid-1800s. There's not much by way of attractions, but in the winter, droves of RVers descend upon the town to take advantage of the mild winter, the free camping, and the general fellowship that exists among boondockers. There's a lot of free camping in BLM land. Also, there's a popular RV show which takes place every year in January. We drove 100 miles towards the west to come upon the Joshua Tree National Park. In December of 1986, the band U2 did a road trip around this area looking for inspiration for artwork for the album that eventually came to be known as the Joshua Tree. The iconic image of the lone tree featured in the album sleeve was not really taken in this park. It's 200 miles away, and the tree has since fallen back in 2000. If you ever find a spot where it stood, you'll find a plaque that says, "Have you found what you're looking for?" There's a lot of hiking in the park and some bouldering, and if you hike around you'll find petroglyphs that have been tampered with, unfortunately. Near the Barker Dam, you can find this horse trough that has a very interesting shape. In the evening, we camped at a dry lake bed somewhere north of Joshua Tree. It was vast and flat, and there were no trees to provide any kind of privacy. But our neighbors were so far away, almost indistinguishable in the distance. That little Coleman stove is doing its best, but I need to rectify the cooking situation. I have a brother who lives in LA, so we went to visit him. My mom was there too. She's an avid traveler and she's been to many places all over the world. I'm just trying to keep up. This is my brother Winston. The night before, I got to try his one wheel for the first time. I didn't do too badly. The next morning, he showed me how it's done. I finally got around to fixing the stove. Had to take out the plunger, put some oil on that thing, and now it creates pressure in the tank. Had to clean the gunk off the generator as well. Works great. Now we're cooking with gas.